Now the one dimension that we're missing in this is how far in the chamfer goes. I believe when I made the part it's a 45 degree chamfer around there, but what we could do is go back to our eDrawing file, and in the case when say you actually got like this part, what you could do is, if it's missing on the drawing, you can actually measure it and figure out exactly where it's going to be. In this case, we're just going to assume that it's going to be 10. So it's going 10 down, 10 across, something like that. So let's just see. We'll go into our drawing and just figure this out. So going down, it goes from 45 to 35, so that's 10 down, and we're just going to assume that it's 10 across as well. So it's going to be 10 from that point to the edge. Okay, so let's start drawing out our side now that we have kind of like our little bit of a game plan here. So the first thing we're going to do is do our 80 by 70. So we'll start here, and we'll go straight up because we know that this is 70 here, and we'll go 80 across. Down, and just connect it. Now that we have the overall shape, let's put in that chamfer. So we know that it's 60 and it's going to be 20 down. So because the top's 80, it's going to be 20 and 20. So 1, 2, 1, 2. We'll start from there, from this point here, and it's going to end 20 down, and it's going to be this point here. Now one way we know where that line is because when we look at the front view, it should be correlating straight across. So we have that, and that's going to be our chamfer there. And we'll just get the eraser and clean that up. So now we have that profile. The next thing we're going to do is put in our second chamfer. So it's going to be 5 down from where it starts, and it's going to be 10 down, 10 across. So I'll get the pen back. So it's going to be 5 down, and we can see that it lines up there. It's going to be 10 down and 10 across. So we'll just make that line there, connect it up like that, and then this is going to go straight across. And again, we can see how everything correlates, that that point matches that point matches that point. And let's go back to our drawing. And the next thing that we want to put in is just like the lines for the hole. So we know it's going to be 35 and 45, and they're going to go straight up. So we'll measure it out, so that's 10, 20, 35. And we're just going to go straight up. And the same at 45. Just going to be straight. Now let's go back, and one thing that I forgot to mention that we should put in too to represent the chamfers is this line here. So this line, because it's a 10 radius, we're just going to put it a straight line down like that, and it's going to be at 10. So at 10 here, we're just going to go straight down, and that's our 10 radius. So let's take a look at the part and see how ours looks compared to it. And if we look at this side profile here, we can see that flipping back and forth between the two, that it appears that we have all the correct dimensions, or all the correct representation of the parts and the lines that are creating the part. So again, what we've done is, from our original drawing, we're taking all the dimensions and we're creating the front, top, and right-hand view. In this case, one dimension was missing, and it was how far in this chamfer goes. Because I made the part, I know that it was kind of like 10 and 10, and we kept it all kind of like on 45s going across. But say you were just given, the drawing, and you're also given the part, you could actually go into the part. You don't have the capability on this e-drawing, but you're able to go in and say use like the measure tool, and you could measure the lines and positions, and you can figure that out yourself.